of July 1963, headed by the Sydney Thistle Pipe Band, finalists in the 580 yards Millers NCA Derby parade to the boxes. 1, the Stripper, box 6, 2, Keen Linen, box 4, 3, Saskaview from box 5, 4, Mulga Bay, box 2, 5, Baratta, box 3, 6, the Hawser from box 1, number 7, Idle Space, box 7, and number 8, Minsby from box 8. Just on 11,000, the biggest crowd for 10 years were at Wentworth Park to see the classic event, which has been sponsored as a contribution by Greyhound Racing towards Australia's 175th anniversary celebrations. It is the first occasion on which a New South Wales State Governor has attended a Greyhound meeting. His Excellency Sir Eric Woodward will present the trophies, and Lady Woodward will decorate the winning Greyhound with a floral rug. Just checking them prior to going into the boxes. They're away. From box 8, Minsby began best from Idle Space, Saskaview, Keen Linen, and the Stripper was squeezed out. Racing to the first turn, Minsby led from Keen Linen, then packed up Baratta, the Hawser, and the Stripper together, with the Stripper receiving a check there as he attempted to cross. Mulga Bay is railing and making ground fast. Starting the run up the back, Keen Linen led nicely from Minsby, Mulga Bay, and the Stripper, and on the run to the straight, Keen Linen led clearly from Minsby, Mulga Bay finishing fast, the Stripper, the Hawser, Saskaview, Baratta, and Idle Space. Keen Linen won by 2 lengths from Mulga Bay, with Minsby 3 lengths away third. Time for the 580 yards was 31.4 seconds. Keen Linen is owned and trained by Mrs. E.B. Hanson, by Top Linen from Classy Jane. His brother is champion Blacktop. Mulga Bay is owned and trained by Mr. A.E. Ludlow of Victoria. Minsby is owned by Mr. A. McNeil of Victoria and trained by J. Miller at Carlingford in Sydney. To Mr. J.G. Tattersall, Vice President of the National Coursing Association, went the honour of introducing His Excellency, the Governor of New South Wales, for the presentations.
Ladies and gentlemen, I crave your attention and silence while His Excellency, the Governor of New South Wales, Sir Eric Woodward, and Lady Woodward present and decorate the winning Greyhound.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. It's a real pleasure, both to my wife and me, to be here tonight for this presentation. I'm told that it's the first time that you've had a governor out here for a meeting, and all I can say is that they don't know what they've missed, because I found it a most interesting and a most exciting sport. I'm quite sure the National Coursing Association of New South Wales runs a very, very good organisation out here, and I'm delighted to have had this chance of seeing something of it at first hand. I don't see how anyone could fail to be interested and excited by the races. They were very good races indeed tonight, the ones that we've seen, and to be very much impressed by the way this sport is run by the association. It's a particular pleasure that our opportunity to be out here occurs in this 175th birthday year, which has resulted in one of the trophies being given by the Sydney Committee, and the other trophy, I understand, has been given by the Bookmakers Cooperative. Now, I imagine that Mrs. Hanson must be a very, very happy woman indeed, because she's carried off the bacon in the biggest prize that I believe has ever been given in Australia for greyhound racing. You can't call that nothing. In fact, it's such a substantial and welcome prize, I imagine, that she'll probably forget to collect her £5 breeder's bonus for the win by Blacktop in an earlier race. She'll probably leave that with the committee out of goodwill. Now, I believe that Mrs. Hanson is no stranger to the winning of big events. This same dog won for her, I'm told, at Harold Park, I think it was, in April this year, and also, as I've just suggested, inferred, she bred Black Top. So tonight she must be a very happy woman, and I have the greatest pleasure, Mrs. Hanson, in handing you these two trophies and in wishing you luck with your breeding and training, which apparently you must do with a very great deal of skill. My congratulations. There's one. That's a pass on to someone else. And that's the bookmaker's property. Two of them for you.
Yeah, I didn't realise.
I'll look after that one.
Thanks very much. Now, on you.
You are.
Ladies and gentlemen, you'll have to excuse Mrs. Hanson for not saying a few words, but she's overcome with excitement and emotion. I think there's two of us here. But to the go-to Lady Woodward, I would like to say many thanks for coming along. To the Millers Association, to the NCA, to the bookmakers for some beautiful trophies. I'm sure Mrs. Hanson will be very proud to put them on the sideboard. To the Victorians who come up and didn't have so much luck as us, we say come again. We are extremely lucky to have the dog that won the race for New South Wales. Once again, thank you on behalf of Mrs. Hanson and myself.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Woodward will now decorate the Greyhound with a floral rope.
Friendly.
Quiet, lovely dog.
He's quiet and friendly.
Yes, very timid. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Greyhound champion, Keen Linen, owned and trained by Mrs. E.B. Hanson of Raymond Terrace, New South Wales, outright winner of the £3,000 1963 Millers NCA Derby.